Today, we are heading into special session with a commitment to do our part to be productive and effective and to do good work that will benefit the people of Minnesota. There are a few things that we need to do right away, and that includes passing legislation that makes our criminal justice system more fair and just, passing a robust bonding bill that will help rebuild and revitalize communities statewide and provide badly needed jobs during this recession, extending the governor's emergency powers so he can continue to respond and act swiftly to the continuously changing circumstances associated with the COVID-19 pandemic and keep Minnesotans safe. There are also other things that we expect to take up, such as additional small business grants and CARES Act funding for local governments, housing assistance, and broadband, including distance learning. The four leaders have been meeting to talk about these issues over the past couple of weeks, and we hope these conversations will turn into swift action this special session. I also want to express my very clear and specific hope that the positive messages will be followed up with meaningful action. As we've all been taught, actions speak louder than words. We have heard Senate Republicans tell us they want a strong bonding bill, but you may recall that during regular session, they didn't release their bonding proposal until the day before we adjourned. It was flawed and unable to garner the necessary support to pass. And here we are on the first day of special session. And again, there has been very little response from Senate Republicans to our outreach on the specifics of their bill at this time. As our lead Senator Sandy Pappas has said repeatedly, this is a pattern over several years. And the Senate DFL stands ready at any minute to work with them to get a good bill for Minnesota. In addition, we have been encouraged to hear that the Senate Republicans have reversed their earlier resistance to addressing criminal justice reform with any sense of urgency. And it's my understanding that they are introducing a handful of bills. I have heard from the past media availability that they just did that a lot of these are pretty basic things that have been implemented throughout our communities already and do not sound like they are going to be meaningful change. I have strongly encouraged Senator Gazelka that they should work with our caucus and our members, particularly our members of the Posse Caucus who have been working on these issues for years. That is the way forward for meaningful changes in policing and criminal justice. As we go to the Senate floor today, we should come together in good faith with a willingness to put partisanship aside and truly work together. We have a public health emergency, a major recession, and a major historic event in racial equity and justice. In this moment, we should keep our promises to each other and to the people of Minnesota.